Hi guys, sorry to interrupt your Skyrim viewing, but for this third video of today's Skyrim session, there's going to be a slight change. Recently in the Witcher 2 LP, somebody brought to my attention the fact that the video quality wasn't actually particularly marvellous, even though it was recorded in 1080p. And as a result of that, posted me a link of how I could possibly extract a bit more quality out of my videos by altering the render settings. So I've further altered my render settings, and hopefully it will be a lot crisper and sharper, the quality of the video. So I'm using this third video of today's Skyrim session as a comparison. You've had the first two parts of the Skyrim session today. This will be the third and final part. Will this video be any better in quality than the other two, based on these new render settings? We'll soon find out, and if it does look better, smoother, less blurry, then it's going to be my permanent render setting for all future videos. Now you'll also notice on this video, or should notice if it works, that as well as 1080p, there's going to be a new setting, a higher resolution setting of 1440p. We're moving up in the world again. Hopefully this will, as I say, will be better viewing for you guys. So we'll see, we'll compare and contrast, and if it works out, it's game on from here on in. So all that's left to say is hopefully enjoy the slightly better quality, and also enjoy the third and final part of today's Skyrim session. Jeez. And another market stall holder.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Fine jewelry. Elwin's ears prick up a little bit here because, of course, he's going to be crafting his own jewelry, his own magical items for his emporium when he retires. And well, from one jewelry maker to another.
I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you.
Compensation's good. And we have no trouble getting those things.
Strider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
Asking how business is, selling jewelry around here.
Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
Alright.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
So, Medici, potentially a future supplier of unique jewelry for Elwin's Emporium. Certainly try our best to strike up a relationship with him.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see me if you want some of the freshest food you've
I've never seen me all this
Uh-oh.
upset about anything. The city really gets...
We're getting overrun here.
Visitors like us are rare in this part of Skyrim.
Stop talking to me all at once, please.
Maybe one day I'll venture
You're
out and
overloading
see
my
if she's-
brain.
Aye.
You're the lioness. See if we can seek some information out about this dreadful place.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
What do I think? I agree, yes, I completely agree. Bunch of rabble and riffraff. Phew, spit on them, eh? Spit on them indeed.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Erin, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious.
Okay. I've got an idea that's just flashed through my mind. Anyway, carry on, tell me about the Blackbriar family.
Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Family? Who else is in this family?
Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
He's in jail for murder. Well, I'm sure there's more to that tale than meets the eye. And you're from Riften.
I've been
I can tell by your twang.
since I was a fresh-faced young woman, barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
And you've ended up here, in this hellacious place that you don't like. Why is that? There must be a reason for it.
Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
So you're kind of Riften's protector, are you?
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago.
Yeah. And how did Eren save your life?
It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Good for you. So she shares the same belief that we do, that this town needs cleaning up. Well, if we can do anything to help, we sure as hell will.
Safe travels.
Safe travels to you too, dear. Thank you very much. So, yes, an idea just popped into my head.
Learn the library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood
Please.
elixir.
Please, I need but a septum.
Have a septum, dear.
Oh, thank you. Divine.
There's my good deed for the day completed.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those.
Sieging monks? Nothing but fairy tales. I'll be going now. Yeah, an idea popped into my head as we're trying to head down towards the alchemist. If we do actually join the Thieves Guild, as well as either trying to take it down from within and get to know its inner workings, if we can't actually overthrow it from within, how about actually replacing their leader? Apparently it's a rabble with no code of honour, no strict rules. Maybe if we were to take control and enforce a code and some strict rules, perhaps we could make a difference. Maybe like stealing from only the, the corrupt people, for instance, leaving the poor alone and things like that.
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
Food for thought, definitely.
I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore's stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it.
Well, you just found the right person. I suppose I can help you with that one.
You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore's stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it.
Sure stone. Well, that might take us somewhere new. Carrying on the conversation then.
I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me. than that Ingun girl.
Do I detect a touch of jealousy here? Surely not.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingun is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing, so he focuses a lot of attention on her.
Okay, and living underground, doesn't that bother you? Damp, cold,
When
miserable
Elgrim said he was
location?
setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, it's disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ah.
Oh well, nice speaking with you.
Careful. Stone could be dangerous.
Oh, I like danger. Danger means fun. Some of the time, anyway. And here's the old man himself, Mr. Elgrim. Why does everybody wear silly hats around here?
Lessons like Ingun? Or did you wish to buy something?
No, just thought I'd...
Do you have any idea how busy I am? My mixture could be burning as we speak.
Apologies. Just want a couple of minutes of your time.
Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh nernroot or painted troll fat. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out.
Huh, nice. Another friendly guy. Place is full of them. And do you work alone?
Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Half-York, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose.
Nice.
Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingun Blackbriar, bright young thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients.
A charming fella.
Take a look.
Just take a quick look at his wares to appease him. But I'm sure there'll be nothing here worth my time and effort. I think this is where I actually sold my poisons. Well, what I had of them, there weren't as many as I thought. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye indeed. Right, so that's the alchemist taken care of. So, well, night is pretty much drawn in. Which means our exploration for today is pretty much done. But there are still some locations that we haven't yet explored. The rat tunnels, or the, what's it called, the rat way, for instance. But of course we're going to put off going down there until we have as much information about the thieves as we can possibly muster. And we need to wait for Elwyn to make a definitive decision. There are also some houses here that seem to lead underneath the city walls. Maybe they are the lower class houses. So I can't imagine it being very delightful down there. No windows, perhaps, and just like cold, as I say, like the alchemist shop, cold, damp, miserable place. There is the entrance to the ratway. To bear in mind, I know. Look who it is! It's the Shivari.
Go away. You know what?
Keep asking me to go away, but then you keep following us. Maybe she's trying to convince us to leave town. Anyway, would you care to leave us alone? I don't appreciate being followed closely by Khajiit. No offence, Kaja. You know I'm just joking, right? You'll soon get to know my sense of humour, or lack of on occasion. An orphanage. I did not notice this before, but there seems to be an orphanage here. Honor Hall Orphanage. Of course, exploration is complete for today, so we'll have to head there tomorrow and find out what's in there. Maybe there'll be a quest or two. Down to the south here, there is a little bit of a clouded area. Seems to be something up there. So, just checking out what's down here. And it's the door to Skyrim, another entrance to the city. And here, what do we have here? We have Mistveil Keep. Well, Mistveil Keep will no doubt be the residence of the Jarl and other such nobility. But again, we have explored for today, so we'll get to that in the next session. So that's the orphanage and Mistveil Keep left to explore. There's also Beggar's Row on the other side near the bunkhouse. I wonder what lies in there. I wonder if it's part of the Thieves Guild or just a completely different section, so we'll have to explore that as well. Here is the Temple of Mara, so yeah, we're pretty much done for exploring, so might as well head back to the inn, rent a room once again, and retire for the night. Returning in the morning for some further exploration. Elwyn, as he shuts the door to the inn, is almost tasting some of those lovely, delightful concoctions, until he notices the inn is rather packed this evening.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Empire?
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
Why all the hatred for the Empire? Out of curiosity, of course.
They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else.
What happened to your daughter?
Amelia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim.
Oh boy. Sorry to hear that, old man. Sorry to hear that.
Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
Welcome to the Bee and Bar.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning.
In mourning? I assume you're in mourning for your sister, so I won't trouble you. Bolly.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree.
I can't remember what I said here, but basically, chatting.
Nivenor is my wife.
Making some small talk with old Bolly
How I was ever
here.
able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh?
Different strokes indeed. Bolly. Whenever I hear, well, when I first read that name, Bolly, it reminded me of Ashes to
Yes, I suppose
Ashes.
someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help.
Good old bolly knickers, as Gene Hunt said. Yeah, I love that program.
I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Well, that sounds good to me. I need to go to Markarth anyway, eventually. I have another quest to hand in over there, so, yep, count me in.
Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are.
Thanking you. So we've got a few side quests to do.
Remember to give at the temple.
Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Barn. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
You might be right. I do like my luxuries. If you can call a hard bed and a mattress in a small pokey room a luxury.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, not yet.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth?
Oh yeah, I teleported there and teleported back, you stupid man.
Type, eh?
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Yeah, just making some small talk. Yeah, I hear your name carries weight here. Everyone seems to be frightened of Maven Blackbriar.
Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Excuse me. Well, we can actually bring to her attention the plot to steal Frost, but we won't do that just yet.
I believe we're done.
Speak with Sibby first.
Nothing like fishing on Lake Onrey. I was trained by some of the finest warriors in all Skyrim to wield a blade as if it was an extension of my own arm. Marie sells fresh fish.
I'd take you seriously if you weren't wearing such a stupid hat. So do excuse me if I'm not entirely petrified by your harsh words. Right, let's rent this room and, well, time to retire.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome.
Ah, not quite.
Otherwise, hit the
Not quite. Brynjolf not coming forth with information that might assist us in finding this old fellow we seek. Perhaps Kirava might know.
Never heard of anybody like that. But if you want to hide out in Riften, the Ratway's where you'd be. There's a sort of tavern down there, the Ragged Flagon, where all the lowlifes in Riften get drunk and knife each other. You might try there, if you can get through the Ratway alive.
So there you go. Voila! We have an update to the quest without having to speak with that Brynjolf. So we're going to have to go into the Ratway eventually, because it's where Espen might be hiding out.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
Come back and see us again.
Right, so upwards to our room.
So get out of my
Oh
face.
God, really? Did you just sit there all day or stand there all day?
You finally came to your
With
senses.
a miserable look on your face?
To make some coin?
Are you like a statue here? Part of the
I don't
furniture?
have any business with you. So get out of my face.
God, I should slap her chops, the rude cow. Anyway, I won't let that stress me out. I've had a relaxing day, so
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
just make ourselves at home.
What is it?
So take a seat, Carjo.
It will be done.
Thanking you. Shut these doors. And call it a night.
That all?
I'll just get my stuff unloaded and head down into the inn to buy some of those drinks, and we'll enjoy a night of just chilling out. And then tomorrow we shall head back out into Riften itself to, well, further explore. We have an orphanage to explore, Mistveil Keep and the Ratway. So, yeah, tons to do, plenty to see, and hopefully some more quests to progress. So join me next time for that. I'll see you soon.